The PCAOB just released proposed amendments to QC 1000, and if you've been waiting on the news before moving forward with implementation, I want to be direct with you. Nothing here should slow you down. In fact, it should speed you up. The effective date is December 15th, 2026, and that is not changing. We've been counseling firms on QC 1000 for a while now here at CPAClub, and these proposed amendments are largely consistent with what we expected. No surprises, but there are 4 changes that have real practical impact, and 1 non-change that matters more than any of them. Let's start with what's not changing, the December 15th effective date. The PCAOB made it clear that this supplemental release does not extend that deadline. The comment period closes July 9th. Even if these amendments are finalized quickly after that, firms that have started building their QC systems will be scrambling in the fall. If that's your firm, the time is now. The first meaningful amendment, the PCAOB is proposing to rescind the design-only requirement. Right now, any PCAOB registered firm has to design a quality control system, even if they don't actually perform PCAOB engagements. This amendment would eliminate that obligation for firms that aren't doing issuer work. If that's you, that's a relief. Secondly, and this one matters for a lot of our clients, the proposed amendments would allow certain QC roles to be filled by individuals outside the firm. That's a significant shift. It means that firms can bring in qualified external support to fill specified roles in their QC system without treating it as a workaround. For firms building lean, practical quality management systems, this opens real doors. Thirdly, the PCAOB is proposing to rescind the external QC function requirement for the largest firms, those auditing more than 100 issuers. This is a big change for a small group of firms. If that's not you, it probably doesn't affect your implementation directly, but it's worth knowing. And finally, one that sounds minor but isn't. Firms should be allowed to choose their own annual QC evaluation date rather than being locked into September 30th. For most firms, that means the ability to align PCAOB monitoring with your existing peer review cycle. That's not just a scheduling inconvenience, that's a smarter, more integrated system. Here's the bottom line. These amendments are refinements, not a redesign. The framework you need to build is not changing in a way that justifies waiting. December 15th is 6 months away. If your firm hasn't started, or if you've started but need support getting there, CPAClub can help. We've been doing this work with firms of all sizes, and we know what it takes to effectively implement QC 1000. Reach out and let's talk about where your firm is and what needs to get them across the finish line.